Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to Triggered Precision Machine. Thanks for joining. Before we get started on today's episode, I wanted to remind you all that the TPM KYL challenge is still live. KYL stands for Know Your Limits. This is a shooting challenge that we started back in September, October timeframe, and free to enter. Very, very simple. All you got to do is go to the website, www.triggeredprecision.com, go to the media free download section, find the KYL target. The instructions are written on the target. Print the target out, go to your local 100-yard range, set that all up, and shoot your best rifle. Take a photo of the target, email it back to me, and simple as that, you're entered. It's a fun target to shoot, so myself and a lot of the local guys have been shooting them just for fun. And it really tests your skills as a shooter, but also the accuracy potential of your rifle and your hand loads. So get on that. You guys have until December 1st to get those submitted. After that, we'll check out all the submissions that we have and we'll determine a couple winners and we'll send out some cool prizes. So that being said, let's get into the meat and potatoes of what we're going to talk about today, and that's this rifle that you see in front of you. This is TPM's first ELR rifle. So what does ELR mean? For those of you who don't know, ELR can mean one of two things in the precision rifle world. It can mean extended long range or it can mean extreme long range. So for the purpose of this video, I know that there's varying definitions of what both of these things are. We're going to say extended long range is that area between 1,000 and 2,000 yards, while extreme long range takes it from 2,000 and beyond. Our traditional long range is somewhere in the neighborhood of, let's say, 600 to 1,000 or 600 to 1,200 yards. So we have those three general categories. The rifle you see in front of you is that extreme long range capable category of rifle. So we'll start off and we're going to go over the component selection and kind of give you guys a why behind the component selection, because this is a purpose-built rifle for the ELR matches in the upcoming 2024 season. So let's start out with the muzzle brake and we'll kind of work our way back towards the end of the rifle right here. All right, starting with the muzzle brake, we have a Salmon River Solutions SS Pro 5 stainless steel 5-port muzzle brake. Now this one has the self-timing option. You see the red accent ring on the back of the brake. That's actually the self-timing nut. However, we have elected not to use that feature on this brake. So this is gunsmith fit to the barrel for a very professional and clean look. So this brake is threaded 3/4 24. And the reason we chose this brake over some of the other ones out there is, in my opinion, this is the most effective 5-port brake out there. I've shot almost all of them that are on the market today, and I can tell you that this is what I would personally choose for my rifle, and I actually run this same brake on my other match rifles. Extremely effective at knocking the recoil out. We know how important that is in these long-range shooting disciplines where it's very critical to be able to ride the recoil or minimize the recoil so you can remain on target in your glass and spot hits and misses for future corrections in your shots. So moving on backwards, now we have our barrel. All right guys, for the barrel we're using a Brux 31-inch finish length 9-twist MTU contour stainless steel barrel. 338 bore, muzzle end is threaded 3/4 24. The reason we went with the MTU barrel or MTU contour over something like a straight 1.25-inch bull or a full cylinder barrel like that is simply weight savings. And it's not necessarily weight savings to make a lighter rifle, but it will allow Wyatt to place counterweights in other parts of the rifle to balance it out better while still being under the maximum weight for the categories he shoots in. So in a lot of the stuff there's max weight limits, so 26 pounds is a very common weight limit. So in order to stay under that, it's kind of nice to have discretion on where you place some of the other weight of your on your rifle to balance it out and make it a little bit more pleasant to shoot. So as it sits here, this rifle is 22 pounds. Now, that's including the barrel, the AccuTac bipod, empty magazine, the chassis, and everything you see here. Wyatt did go ahead and he machined some very, very nice brass weights that fit in the barrel channel. As it sits with the optic on it, he's going to be just under 26 pounds when all is said and done. So he has the rifle exactly where he wants it. We'll be able to lighten up some of this or take some weight out of the barrel channel if we need to and place it back here at the butt of the stock to balance it out. But for now, we're going to try it like this and see where it goes. Now back to the barrel. The chambering of the barrel, it's a custom spec chamber that I had PT&G, Pacific Tool and Gauge, make for me. So this is the first barrel chambered with that reamer, and this is a 338 Lapua Magnum Ackley Improved 40-degree reamer. It's got a custom throat length, or I'm sorry, a custom freebore for the heavier 300 grain bullets and the heavier monolithic bullets for the ELR shooting. So I'm very excited to see what kind of performance we get out of this chamber. All right, moving on from the barrel, we have a very common sight here in the TPM shop. This is a Terminus Zeus long action. You guys know I love these things, not gonna say any more on them. This is a long action 590 bolt face, and it's a perfect match for a rifle like this. Right here, we're resting in an MDT ACC Elite chassis system. Great choice for a rifle like this. All right guys, starting up here at the front of the forend, on either side we have these nice full-length M-LOK slots. Now what this allows us to do is attach our counterweights, baker wings, stuff like that to customize this chassis right here for our unique shooting needs. On the very bottom, we have a nice flat full-length ARCA rail, great for shooting off of barricades with, but also great for our ARCA compatible bipods and tripods. We can slide those things fore and aft for different shooting positions. Now we move to the back of the chassis system, and this is where I think the real benefits to using a chassis can be found. And that's just simply in all the adjustment that we have back here. If we look to the very highest levels of competitive shooting in the world, so the Olympics, what we see is, like the guys in the small bore competitions, these rifles are custom fit to their individual body. So all the adjustments are made, so these rifles are just dialed in perfectly to fit them so they can extract every single last bit of performance out of their rifle. So that's what we're trying to do here. This is often overlooked by folks who grew up just shooting your traditional Monte Carlo wood stock hunting rifle, where we didn't have the option to dial in all these adjustments and make the rifle truly fit us. Now we do with this setup right here. So let's take advantage of it and make sure that our rifles fit us. So once again, we extract every single last bit of performance out of our rifle system like we have here. So that does it for today, guys. Just wanted to go over this really cool rifle. Like I said, this is a first for the shop here, and this is definitely not the last. I have those other two that are in the works right now. Very excited to get those done and get behind one of these rifles just like this myself and see what it will really do. I will keep you guys posted the best that I can with their performance and what we get out of this setup right here, because I myself am very curious. This is going to be a very cool little adventure that we're going to go on with this ELR stuff we're going to take part in 2024. So we have Thanksgiving right around the corner. I hope you all have a wonderful Thanksgiving. We have another week or so left of the TPM KYL challenge. So get out there, get to the range, get those targets stapled up and submitted back to me. And after December 1st, we'll get an episode out and we'll go over the results of that and send you guys off some stuff. So once again, thanks for tuning in, you guys. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Have a great Thanksgiving, and we'll see you next time. See you guys.